Hi everyone, today we will be reading a story called The Seven Cranberries. Mr. John was not looking towards Helen. He was busy grinding coffee in another part of the store. Oh, how pretty the bright red cranberries looked, and Helen wished she had some. Her little hand crept over the edge of the barrel, and very quickly 7 bright, shining cranberries were in Helen's pocket. "Oh, what can I get for you, little girl?" asked the storekeeper. "A pound of butter, please," Helen answered. She did not look him in the eye. Instead, she looked out of the window. It took Helen but a short time to reach home. She laid the butter on the table and put the 7 cranberries in a cup. "Aren't they pretty?" she whispered. "I think I'll play that they are marbles." She found a piece of chalk and drew a circle on the floor. Then she began the game. "What pretty bright cranberries," said her mother, coming into the room. "Where did you get them, dear?" How Helen wished that her mother had not asked that question. "Did Mr. John give them to you?" her mother asked. And how Helen wished that she could say yes. But after all, she thought, that was not stealing, so I'll just tell Mother. She knows I would not steal. "No, Mother," she answered, shaking her head. "I took them out of the barrel." "You did?" said her mother. "Why, my dear, did you not know that was wrong?" "I didn't take many, only 7, Helen said. "And Mr. John had thousands and thousands of them." "Come over here, my dear," said her mother. "I want to ask you something." When Helen came and she asked, "When you took the cranberries, was Mr. John looking towards you?" "No, he was busy," answered Helen. "Would you have taken them if he had been looking at you?" Helen hung her head. "I do not think you would, dear," said her mother. "Of course, you did not think for a moment of stealing from Mr. John." "Oh, I will never do such a thing again, Mother," promised the little girl. "I'm so sorry." "Are you sorry enough to take those berries back and tell Mr. John what you did?" asked her mother. That was quite different from being sorry in their own kitchen. "Oh, Mother, I don't want to do that," said Helen, tears coming into her eyes. "That is because you're ashamed, Helen," said her mother. "But I hope you will always be brave enough to do the right thing." "Will you go to the store with me, Mother?" asked Helen. "No," said her mother. "I want you to go by yourself. But I can help you this much. I can telephone Mr. John that you are coming." Oh, Helen sighed. "I wish I had already went there and came back again," she said. picking up the pretty cranberries. "Well, well," said Mr. John, when Helen handed him the cranberries. "It takes a pretty brave girl to own up, and I'm glad that you were able to come back and bring those cranberries back." And that's the end of the story. And here's a few questions for you to think about. What do you think Helen felt, and why did she feel so uncomfortable when she was asking for the butter, and later when her mother asked her where she got the cranberries? Do you suppose Mr. John would ever have known about the 7 cranberries? And who would have known? And why was it that Helen did not think that taking cranberries was really stealing? And what did Helen's mother think about it? And what do you think about taking even the smallest thing that doesn't belong to you? That is some things that you can think about. And the moral of the story is, don't take anything from anywhere that does not belong to you. Anyways, thank you for listening, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the story. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, leave us a thumbs up, and leave a comment. You guys have a great day.